good to go.
Welcome, folks, to 70 Bursaria Avenue, right in the heart of Ferntree Gully. Thanks for tuning in to another Ray White virtual inspection. We'd love to be able to show you his house, obviously in the flesh, but bear with us. We'll do our best to, obviously show you all the nooks and crannies of the property. First, I'm going to take this opportunity to thank our vendor, Deshi. Thank you so much for braving the cold at the moment outside and showing us through the property. Folks, if this is your first virtual inspection, it's pretty laid back and casual. So if you've got any questions throughout the tour, if we're going too fast or too slow, or you want us to zoom in on something, etc., just yell out, type in the chat, or come off mute and have a chat to us. And we'll do our best to show you this magnificent home. So without any further ado, we'll kick off the tour. Obviously, really stunning house from the street. It is a Porter Davis, as you're probably aware, 3 years old, Dunedin design. It is 34.85 squares under roofline, which is a really sizable property. Vendors obviously did a knockdown rebuild, 734 square meters of land. Fully landscaped, ready to go. So we'll start heading towards the house, Deshi, if that's all right. Gates, obviously fully gated at the front, so for security purposes or anything like that. Obviously, you've got kids and running out. That's fantastic. Exposed aggregate driveway, so they haven't spared any expense on the drive. They haven't done it nice and cheap or anything like that. Full double garage, plenty of off-street parking. You'll see down the right-hand side as we're heading down there, plenty of space for another car or caravan. Maybe not boat. The eave sort of hangs over a little bit depending on height, but they've also got a paved area out the back there as well behind the fence. So plenty of off-street parking. Once again, folks, just yell out if we're talking too fast or going too fast, or you can't see, you want us to slow down. We will take our time and have a good look at this house and what a stunning property it is. So we'll head inside. Really low maintenance gardens. Beautiful camera work there, Deshi. You're a natural. Thank you. It looks fantastic. Really low maintenance. Very little lawn, as you'll see. There's only a little bit out the back to take care of, but quiet street. Really good spot, not too far from, obviously, Knox Shopping Centre. You've got Mountain Gate to your left. Macca's is just across the road, which is good. So if we head inside, the standard roof line on this property is 2.6 metres, which is above average. Most roof heights are usually 2.4. When we go through, you'll see, obviously, the rake ceiling later after we get down there, it goes to about 4 metres. So we'll head, if we go left, if that's okay, Deshi, to the front lounge room. So one of 3 different lounge living areas. So if you've got kids, clearly I think it's a big family home. Really great to be able to have different living zones, so you're not sort of all on top of each other and have a bit of space. Sizable area. Apologies to not have the floor plan on screen, but it's something I'll look into trying to get for everyone. But if you jump online at realestate.com, we'll be able to you'll be able to see the floor plans and the room dimensions, etc.
Ben, a question's come through asking how old the house is.
It's just on 3 years old. So still under builder's warranty. I believe Porter Davis have 6 years. Don't hold me to that. But once we do get the contracts in, all the information about the property will be in there as well. So as you see, we've got the house, a couple of features: ducted heating, evaporative cooling, LED dome lights all throughout the property. We'll go through to the bedroom, if you don't mind. So master bedroom towards the front of the house, absolutely huge. His and her walk-in robes, which we'll have a peek in a moment. Huge ensuite over the back. That's a queen bed with plenty of room, as you can see, with side tables. Also room for a couch potentially. They've got obviously a little occasional couch, I think that's what they call it. Really neutral tones, sort of the beiges throughout, which is going through to the main ensuite. Good size shower, overhead shower head, double vanities. Head across to the walk-in robes. Both really sizable, his and hers. So or hers and hers in my house, but anyway. Really good size, robes there. I think it's good having them separate. Once again, folks, yell out, type in the chat. Sarah will obviously relay all your questions because I can't see what's coming through, but just yell out if you've got any questions. Plenty of natural light, which I think is really, really important. It's a pretty miserable day in Melbourne. I'm assuming most of you are tuning in from Melbourne, so it's not the best of days outside. It's actually not too bad to be locked up at the moment on a bad day, but yeah, look, plenty of natural light, as you can see, plenty of open windows. We'll head through now, if that's all right, Deshi, into the living and study. So 4 bedrooms plus this little study area. I shouldn't say little, it's actually quite sizable. Purposely built and set up as a study at the moment. It could be another little sort of kid zone if you like. This has got the access from the garage, so probably not ideal for a bedroom if you want it as a bedroom, but not to say you couldn't. You could easily put some sliders on there if you like. But really good size study, and especially obviously everyone working from home at the moment, who knows what that's going to last for, but I think it's super important to have a study area. Yeah. My favourite part of the house is raked ceiling. Obviously, Desh is doing her best with the camera work, but it really, like, it's just stunning when you walk through the home, which has been probably now 4 or 5 weeks since I was there when I listed the property just before we went into lockdown. But yeah, look, the camera work, she's doing a great job. It just doesn't do it justice, folks. It's just stunning, massive open plan living area, huge kitchen, quality appliances, Fisher and Paykel 900mm, which we'll go and go check out the kitchen in a moment. Tiled splashbacks, 40mm stone throughout. Apologies, sorry, it's 20mm at the back and 40 at the front. 900mm appliances. These guys went the upgrade to the Fisher and Paykel. It does have a 2-drawer dishwasher, which is an upgrade as well.
Couple of questions just in regards to heating and cooling.
Yeah, so ducted heating and evaporative cooling through the ceiling because it's obviously on a concrete slab. If I can just get you to slow down. Sorry, Deshi, you're doing. Just can we go back? Can we go to Butler's Pantry if that's all right? What was the other question? Sorry, Sarah. As I'm going through, so obviously Butler's Pantry, I have a quick peek in there if that's all right. Good little area for your prep area. Massive walk-in pantry as well. So if you've got guests, obviously keep all the mess behind closed doors. Sorry, Sarah, what was the other question there?
You answered it.
Beautiful. Nice and easy. Beautiful. Really is an amazing open plan living, which is what you want these days, I think, to be able to keep your eye on kids and all that, but also, yeah, we'll head through now to the third living area of the house, not including the al fresco, obviously. Another really sizable living room there, so could be a kids' play area again, or also got the TV on the other wall as we pan around. So really decent size for the family. Cool. Head through to all the bedrooms, yeah. So second bedroom, good size, got the they got a queen size bed in there, plus a little study desk, as you can see. Built-in robes, so plenty of room. Once again, folks, 2.6 metre high ceilings, which no, you probably can't see it from the audio and the visual. Sorry, but yeah, higher than the standard, which is, I think it makes a big difference when you're walking through a house, having the extra ceiling height. Obviously, it's an upgrade with the builders. Main bathroom, so obviously separate toilet, of course. Main bath, as you can see, freestanding bath, really neutral tones again. So the house is really not going to date at all, which, you know, it's a 3-year-old house. It's you know, still very, very modern, very neutral. 20mm Caesar stone bench tops. Orientation, if you're not aware, it is a north-facing house, so this is the best you can get. So you're always going to have natural sunlight flowing throughout the property as the sun moves its way around, which is fantastic. 3rd bedroom here, once again, built-in robes, good size, got the queen bed in there, plenty of natural light, as sort of mentioned. So we have got the timber floors throughout all the living, and obviously carpets in the bedroom, which is the way people seem to be doing it these days. And the 4th bedroom, another queen size bed, built-in robes. Good size laundry. Plenty of room obviously for your your washing machine and dryer. Just shows how often I go into the laundry. Really good size. Look, plenty of space as well if you want to build some more. It is pretty basic at the moment. Plenty of space. You could easily build in some more cabinetry in there. You know, if you wanted broom cupboards or anything like that, or you know, another linen cupboard potentially. Obviously, you never have enough space. Never enough storage. We'll head out to the alfresco, which is really sizable. Just want to touch on these doors. Massive upgrade, proper thick aluminium doors. They're not the cheap, nasty ones that a lot of people put in, but they are real quality doors. I think it's about a $6,000 or $7,000 upgrade just for those sliders, which they're a double slider, which slides right back. So coming into summer, hopefully by the time you settle, you'll be able to obviously do some entertaining outside and have a beer and a nice glass of white wine. Once again, the rake ceiling obviously flows on from throughout the living room there, of course. Full block, 734 square metre. Obviously a huge home. It does take up a fair chunk of the block, but you have still got room out the back and side. So potentially if you wanted to chuck in a pool, it wouldn't be a huge one, but there is scope potentially whether you had one down the side. There is a veggie garden. We'll have a bit of a peek around in a moment. Some really good camera work you're doing there. Thank you. Down the side here, I've just got the veggie patch. So whether if you didn't want that, you could certainly pull it out and put a little lap pull down that side or towards the back corner. We'll head back up. Okay. No questions coming through yet, Sarah? We're all good?
No, all up to date on the questions for the moment.
Beautiful. So it's on a little bit down the backyard. Obviously, a couple of steps to get down there. Nothing major though. Decent sized shed. It's a bit more than a natural sort of tin shed, so it's been sort of decked out. Really good size. I'll have a quick peek in there if it's open, if that's all right. So garden equipment, or if you want to do your woodwork, want a bit of a tinker around in the garage. Yeah, obviously a nice little space. Obviously it'll be same with the property, of course. Beautiful. We'll head back inside if there's not too many more questions. We'll head back in and have another quick peek at the living rooms, and then head back out the front and finish off the tour.
Sorry, did you guys have a look inside of the shed out the back?
We did have a quick look. Yeah, did someone ask?
I don't know if it's a delayed question that came through. They just asked if it was an external office room in the backyard.
It could be an office, but it's more a shed. I mean, you could certainly line it if you like, but it's more a purpose built shed for outdoor. Yeah.
And just on that as well, the recording will be available to watch over again as well. So if you wanted to go back to anything that you might have missed or have another look at, you can always do that. You can also type it into the chat bar and we'll have another look.
Once again, folks, floor plans are available. So when you watch it back, if you've got the floor plan in front of you, I always find it's nice and easy to sort of get your bearings. You know exactly where you're at. So it's not the easiest thing trying to buy a property virtually like this, but look, obviously we're just trying our best to give you as much information as possible, so you can hopefully be in a position to bid on this magnificent house at the end of the month. One last quick look at the kitchen. I think it deserves it. Plenty of bench space. Obviously, there's 4 decent sized bar stools there. So obviously breakfast bar, which is great. Everyone seems to congregate around kitchens. That's what happens in my house anyway. So I think it's so important to have a huge island bench. Yeah. I think I might have to hire you, Deshi, to do the camera work for our other properties here. Definitely the best camera work I've seen today already. So thank you very much for taking time out to do this. Obviously, that was the study we're coming back through. Master bedroom. I'll have a quick peek into master one last time, if that's all right. I think it's worthy of it. Huge master, his and her robes, full ensuite. Plenty of natural light, as I said before, being north facing. Great location. Touched on it just briefly before. There's plenty of schools, public, primary, secondary, obviously in the immediate area in Ferntree Gully. If you go a little bit further afield to Wanturna South, you've obviously got private schools, Catholic schools, etc. So super close. You're right on the border. In this little pocket, it sort of borders on Knoxfield and Wanturna there. So obviously to the left, back out Burwood Highway, you can go to Mountain Gate shops for all your shopping if you like, if you don't want to go to Knox. There is still talk of Knox getting that massive renovation, which would be amazing if it ever happens, but who knows what's going to happen there. The front separate lounge again. So there's 3 separate living areas. I think it's so important. Hopefully you can see that it's not just a really basic Porter Davis entry level home. The vendors have spent a lot of money on the home, on upgrades, on doors, on ceiling heights, on extra flooring, on kitchens, all that sort of stuff, and extra door heights as well. I think it makes a massive difference to have the feel of it. Night original appliances as well. Upgraded facade, as you can see. Everything's done, folks. Like, it's literally turnkey, as they call it. Move in, low maintenance. There's absolutely nothing to do. The gates are on. It's an amazing house and a really, really good location. With that facade, you're certainly getting to the envy of all your neighbours and friends who are sort of driving by. Obviously, we're quoting at the moment a very, very realistic range of 115 to 125. It is due to go to auction at the end of this month. We will confirm dates, etc. It is looking like it will be a digital auction, even though there's talk we may get out as real estate agents be able to do private inspections on the 23rd. I'm not going to guarantee that, but that's what we're hearing at the moment. So you will potentially have the ability there for hopefully 7 days, just have a quick look through if you wish. And at this stage, we are proposing to have the auction on the 29th of a twilight auction on the 29th of September. So it's a stunning house. If there's any questions that we haven't answered, please reach out to Sarah or myself. We're more than welcome to take any of your questions. It's a stunning property, really just ready for the new buyers to move in and enjoy. Any other questions, Sarah? So there's
a couple of final questions that have come through asking if they can see the garage and the blind side of the house.
Yeah. Is that all right, Deshi? We might start the left-hand side of the house, if that's all right, and then we'll go in the garage from inside, maybe. Yeah, we'll go to that side. We'll go to the other side as well, I think.
And just while we're on the way there, ceiling heights was another question.
Yeah, so 2.6, the majority of the house is, so 2.6, which is up from the standard 2.4, and it's just under 4 meters at the height of the peak throughout the alfresco and the living room, obviously the back part of the house.
Important to note with that as well that with the upgraded ceiling heights, all the doors are upgraded in height as well.
Correct. So super low maintenance. Looks like just crushed rock. Is that correct? It's like just crushed rock down the side there. Obviously, looks like it's good. Got a good plumbing system in place. Irrigation. Beautiful. Looks like fairly new fencing. I'd assume that would have been a council requirement when they knocked and rebuilt the house. So fences are in good nick. Beautiful. We'll head to the garage if that's all right. We'll wind it up. So full double garage, of course, a little bit longer than normal. The dimensions are, once again, jump online, folks. All dimensions are on there. Beautiful. Very good. There's no further questions. We might wrap it up. Thanks again to our owners for the virtual tour. Really appreciate it on a fairly miserable day in Melbourne. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We know it's tough. Hang in there. Hopefully everyone can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Getting out of lockdown, hopefully over the next couple of weeks, will at least ease restrictions. Really excited about this home. Vendor's extremely motivated to sell. Obviously, we've got a very realistic quote range on the property, we feel. So they're certainly going to be setting a very realistic reserve come auction day. Yeah, that's a stunning property, and yeah, looking forward to the auction at the end of the month. Thanks for joining in, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'm sure we'll be in touch. Thank you.